Greetings to one and all. I am Mr. Sambhaji of Suryavanshi, coming back to you all with very interesting poem. All the world is a stage. The poem All the world is a stage is composed by world-class poet William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born on 23rd April 1564 at Stratford upon Avon in Warwickshire in United Kingdom. Let me tell you something about William Shakespeare. He could not get any degree from any university in world, but in today's world, no one can get master's degree unless and until he studies William Shakespeare. Thousands of books are written on his work. Thousands of people have done research, work on Shakespearean literature. And being a student of English language and English literature, I am extremely fond of and I am a great fan of William Shakespeare. This poem, All the World is a Stage, it is one of the best poems. It is one of my favorite poems. I liked it so much and I am going to talk about this. I am going to explain the poem and analyze the poem from the beginning to the end. I want everyone pay very close attention so that you can enjoy this poem. All the World is a Stage by William Shakespeare. Now my friends, let me tell you something about the poet William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, an English playwright, poet, actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in English language. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon, greatest dramatist of all times, who has written comedies, tragedies, tragicomedies, historical plays, poems, and that's why he is called as a master, a champion of all fields in English literature. Now, without wasting any more time, I am going to start very fantastic poem of my choice. All the world is a stage. All the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant mewling and pucking in the nurse's arms. Then the winning schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning pass, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation. Even in the cannon's mouth, then the justice, in fair round belly with good cap and line, with eyes savory and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk sank, and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound, last seen of all, that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans test, sans everything. As we have gone through this poem right now, let me tell you that the poet has tried his level best to talk about the 7 stages in the man's life. I, me, and you, everyone in this world go through the stages described by the poet in this poem. The very first stage in the man's life is an infant. The man begins his act on the stage as an infant. He pucks in the arms of nurse and cries to be comforted of his mother. What does it mean? It means that when man is born, he is an infant, and this infant is immature, little eyes, little nose, little part of body, and everything. I would say that totally dependent on his mother, on the nurse, and that's why an infant is all the while crying and feeling much better only in the arms of the nurse. My friends, all people agree one point that the world is a stage, and on this stage we all people come like actor. We perform our play, our role, and then we disappear from the stage. The first role we have to perform is of an infant, a helpless baby just crying and throwing up, unaware of what is happening around him. The baby at this stage is without teeth, without vision, without taste, and without anything. When you are an infant, then you don't have teeth in your mouth, you don't know the taste, you don't know anything at all. You are in the arms of nurse, in the arms of your mother, and you are well protected over there, and you are helpless. All the while you are crying and you are throwing up, you are unaware of what is happening around you. Frightened and crying and pucking, the infant is mewling and pucking in the nurse's arms. The baby is well protected and in the comfort only when the baby is on the lap of mother, only when the baby is in the arms of nurse or the mother. This is what the very first stage of man's life as described by the poet William Shakespeare. Now move on to the next stage, a schoolboy. The second act starts right when he turns into a school-going boy who is unwilling to go to school and unwilling to take the responsibility of being a student. I know it well, everybody knows it well, that when the baby is growing little by little, and when it is time to send that boy to the school, the boy is not at all feeling very comfortable to go to school because it is a different place, different friends are there, even different teacher is there, and that's why he or she is not at all willing to go to the school, and that's why the baby is going to school unwillingly. There is a burden on his heart, and that's why unwillingly he is going to the school. He will not get time to play, he will not have his mother, he will not have his father or caretakers around him. Such a kind of the feeling is there, and that's why school going boy is not feeling well. The school going boy is winning and creeping like a snail. It means legs are very heavy now, heart is very heavy now and the baby is unwilling to go to school and that's why creeping like a snail. This is where his formal education starts, but he is not entirely happy with the school because, as I told you, that teacher is there, some other boys, girls are there, and that's why those are not known to this little boy, and that's why he is not at all feeling comfortable to go to the school. Now, let's go to the next stage. Third stage, a lover. The third act, when he turns into a lover, his lover is the only person he sees dancing in front of his eyes. For him, there is absolutely no other place that can comfort him than the eyebrow of his lover. When you fall in love with somebody, obviously you become restless, you become upset, nights are sleepless, you cannot spend your time, you cannot concentrate your work only because you wanted to meet your lover, and that's why restlessly and very excitedly you are waiting for lover. So this stage is obviously very important in the life of every human being. That is the third stage. The lover is sighing like a furnace with a passion, woeful, singing sad ballads. And when you are away from your lover, obviously you sigh like a furnace with a strong passion and you are not happy at all. You are not in the proper mood at all. You are desperated and you are restless and upset. All the while you are singing sad ballads, sad songs to express deep sense of your love for your object of love. Now, the fourth stage, as a soldier. The fourth act of All the World is a Stage portrays the man as a soldier or a fight for the nation. He is bad, depicts all those strange oaths that he takes to protect his country and all the men and women living in it. No doubt he quarrels, but he also maintains his dignity to create and develop his reputation in front of others around him. This is perhaps the toughest stage in his life. My friends, when you are full of youthness, when you are having power, and when you are completely mature, then you fear nobody at all. There is tremendous confidence in yourself. You are fearless. You can face anybody. You can face any situation. And that's why you are damn sure. You are very confident. Yes, I can make both hands with anybody. I can accept every challenge because there is a power and you are able, capable, and very confident to get protected from the enemies and from any kind of the problematic situations. And so every human being must enjoy this period because he is fearless, he is jealous in honor and ambitious in nature. It means he wanted to create something. He wanted to create something out of nothing. He wanted to create his own world. He wanted to create his own identity. He doesn't want to be a parasite like person. He doesn't want to be dependent upon anybody. He wants to be self-reliant person, self-reliable person. There is self-respect, there is self-esteem in the mind of human being at the fourth stage. Now the fifth stage, an adult. Then comes the fifth act, where he turns into justice, the one who knows what is good and what is right. At this stage, he is perhaps the best person to approach to find out who is correct and who is wrong. At the fifth stage, every human being is completely mature one. He is called as an adult And in this period, man is quite experienced. He knows what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. And that's why he is able to understand and differentiate justice and injustice, good and bad, positive and negative. And that's why there is ability, there is intellectuality, there is deep sense of understanding, and there is a kind of maturity in walking, talking, and in communication skills. He is aware of the society, he is aware of every human being around him, and that's why at this stage man is informative, man is knowledgeous, man is experienced, and he is full of wisdom, fat, serious, and wise, giving advice, full of wisdom and mature. At this stage, man becomes fat, very serious, very wise, and all the while he gives a piece of advice to other people, and he is full of wisdom, he is mature one. Now the sixth stage, that is an old man. The sixth stage comes into his life as he enters the stage of pantaloon, where he has a high status in society, yet he is greedy for more. This stage does not remain for long in his life. My friends, when you cross 60 year of your age, you become an old man. You become a senior citizen, and you are completely retired from the job, from the services, and you are all the while resting because you are physically, mentally, psychologically retired now. You are treated as the old man now. This is what the experience, and your health is also declining. The dress, pantaloon, which was quite fit, now it has become very loose. You are losing your charm, you are losing your smartness, you are losing confidence, power, and everything. And this is what declination. Thin and shrunken, talking in a shrill voice, his spectacles on his nose. Your eyesight also becomes very less, and that's why you cannot hear properly. You are going to lose your teeth also. You cannot walk without any support also. You need to take a walking stick, and you are suffering from lot of sicknesses and illnesses, and that's why you are shrunken and talking in a shrill voice. There is a spectacle on your nose at the stage number 6, that is old man. Seventh, the last stage in the life of man is a very, very old man. The last stage comes for him to go through oblivion. No matter how hard he tries to remember things, he is just not able to. When he enters the old age, he turns into a child again. Slowly he begins losing his teeth, his vision, the taste in his mouth, and the love or greed for everything that he once wanted in his life. At this stage, what exactly happened? Eyesight, mindset, energy, power, everything, it is declined. You are losing everything. And that's why physically, mentally, you are weak now. You are very old person now. You are in the evening of your life, and that's why you cannot face any problem at all. You depend upon others also. Others need to provide some wants and needs of you, like medicine, tablet, pills, water, tea, coffee, food, etc. Because your hands are shaking now, you cannot walk properly now, you cannot talk fluently now, because you lost everything. Your vision also, taste also, teeth also, everything. This is the second childhood of your life, because child is depending upon his mother, father, and other members in the family. Similarly, very old man is also depending upon everybody. Senile, childlike, oblivious to his surroundings. Once more, a very old man is without teeth, without taste, without vision, and without anything. There is no any strong desire. There is no any strong will now. You are waiting for your death now, because you are without teeth, without taste, without vision, without anything. You lost everything. This is the evening of your life. You are waiting for your death. Now, as I talked about the 7 stages in the life of man, now it's time to talk about special features of this poem. What is the rhyme scheme of this poem? No fixed rhyme scheme at all. It is in free verse. The style of the poem. The style of the poem is, there is a narrative style adopted by the poet. That's why it is like a story. It is very fantastic. And we are captivated. We are absolutely absorbed. What next? What next? This kind of curiosity, it is created because of this narrative style. What is the theme of the poem? The poem shows that each man has various roles to play throughout his life. There is constant change that takes place throughout our lives. This is the theme of the poem. Now the figures of speech. Figures of speech, metaphor, alliteration, hyperbole, simile, repetition, etc. All these figures of speech are there. Now my friends, the ultimate question I would like to talk about is why I like this poem. I strongly appreciate this poem because it shows us the cycle of man's life. The poet talks about 7 stages: an infant, a schoolboy, a lover, a soldier, an adult, an old man, and the last one is a very old man. So, for this reason, I like this poem. It is applicable to me, you, and everybody on this earth. All the world is a stage, and we people come onto the stage, play our roles, and after the performance, we disappear from this world. It is very fantastic metaphorical poem by William Shakespeare. So my friends, I tried my level best to explain and analyze poem from the beginning to the end of this poem. All the 7 stages in the life of man I talked about. I tried my level best to explain each and every stage very systematically and very effectively, and hopefully everyone might have enjoyed, might have understood the poem. Before I conclude my presentation today, I would like it very much to request every one of you, please like my videos, share and comment my videos, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for my upcoming videos on education, motivation, spoken English, personality development, communication skills and much more. Thank you for being with me today and have a very wonderful time.